Also the first day of fall, appropriately, we're supposed to have snow and frost this evening. It's a little too early for that. A couple of things I wanted to go over real quick, just some quick little, I call it housekeeping. First of all, I'm Debbie Brinkman, District 4 Council Member. District 4 Representative, Council Member. And tonight is going to be a little bit of a different meeting. It's not going to be our traditional district meeting where we kind of give some information about what's going on and have staff answer questions and those types of things. Actually, this is going to be a meeting where we switch it up a little bit. But I don't want people to not have the information that would have normally been given this evening. So we've produced a flyer, which is at one of the tables outside, the Littleton City table, and it has information, which is what I would have presented if that was what I was going to do this evening. Also, staff is here, and so once we're done with the presentations for the evening, we'll have a question and answer period. So if you did bring some questions that you wanted to ask this evening, there'll be an opportunity for that. I also wanted everybody to know that I have District 4 community conversations on a quarterly basis, and I hold those on Saturdays from 1 to 3 at Carson Nature Center. And this quarter, fall quarter, Saturday, October 17th, is the next meeting. And there are informational pieces at the door here and then also at the Littleton table. So please pick one of those up. It gives you some information about what we're going to be talking about and location. Jim Thielen will be there. He is the Director of Codes and Inspections for the city, and he'll be there to talk about the permit waiver that the city is doing, and then also answer any questions you may have about codes and inspections. And we'll also have Mr. Tim McGinty there, who is the developer on the property behind Aspen Grove, which was going to be a McStain development. It's now an Alta Aspen Grove development, and so he'll be there with information and boards and available to answer your questions. And then we'll also have our typical debate and discussion and questions and answers that day too. So I also have the schedule for the 2010 community conversations, and so grab one of these and you can mark your calendars early. And they're again out here. Before we get started this evening, I wanted to do some introductions. Would the council members please stand? Mr. Jim Taylor represents District 1. Tom Mulvey represents District 3. John Ostermiller at large. Mayor Doug Clark at large. Peggy Cole at large, and Jose Trujillo, District 2. Thank you for coming. And then all staff who's here, if you don't mind standing, so I don't have to look through the crowd for you. Jim Woods, and I'm going to mess something up here, so just Jim Woods, the city manager. I'm going to let you guys do it.
Dennis White with Community Development.
John Mullen, Fire Chief.
Doug Farman, Finance Director.
And Charlie Lustin, Public Services Director. My name is Jim Thielen.
Director of Codes and Inspections.
Codes and Inspections Director.
Over here. Sam Mullen, Police Department.
Tim Anderson, Director.
Over to Deputy City Manager.
Kelly Nardi, Director of Communications.
Great, thank you so much. So we also have some special guests this evening. Littleton is a sister city to Bega, Australia. And this evening we have 3 representatives from their government who are here doing a staff exchange, and I'll introduce them. Martin King. And he is the team leader for Buildings and Grounds. Christine Griffin. She's administrative coordinator. And Peter Taggart.
Oh, here he is.
City manager. So thank you for coming and welcome. Well, as I mentioned earlier, tonight is going to be a little bit different. It's what I wanted to do was I wanted to introduce us all to a lot of the businesses in District 4 that we may drive past on a regular basis, or we've heard about, or we know about, but we may not have ever had an opportunity to go in and visit for whatever reason. I mean, if you don't have a horse, you've probably never visited the large animal equine center down on Santa Fe. So I thought it would be a real fun experience for us to get to meet these businesses on a more intimate level. They've all generously, 12 businesses are participating with us this evening, and they have, obviously when you came in, you saw their great informational booths and displays that they've set up, and they've got good literature and some pictorials and product and some giveaways and coupons and information. If you didn't get a chance to spend some time wandering and meandering around a bit, then after the meeting, they'll all still be set up, so I'd encourage you to take a look at all of that. And each of these businesses will be making a presentation this evening. They'll be speaking for about 5 minutes on their particular business and what they do and their relationship with Littleton. And just to get started so that everybody has an opportunity to see everyone, I would like to introduce our presenters, and as I introduce you, if you would stand, and then go ahead and sit down once everyone's been introduced, and we'll start the presentation. So let me get started. Denver Seminary. We have Dr. Mark Young, he's the president. Adam Kennerly, director of admissions. Robert Jones, vice president of student enrollment. He didn't make it. South Platte Park, we have Cicely Moy, resource specialist, also known as land manager. The Ice Ranch. Ice Ranch didn't make it. Mission Hills Church, Pastor Rick Derbyshire in the back. Come on down. Have a seat. Mercedes-Benz of Littleton, which you probably all saw that when you came in. Beautiful car. Yeah. This is Patrick Rupa, sales manager. Aspen Grove, we have Margie Munoz, general manager, and Kim Calder, marketing manager. Arapahoe Gastroenterology, Dr. Richard Hansen, the senior physician. Hampton Inn, Toby Stevenson, general manager, and Monica Chambers, the sales manager. Goodwill Industries, Megan Carabello is the public relations communications coordinator. Littleton Equine Medical Center, we have Dr. Terry Swanson, who's president. Nono's Cafe, Brian Brewster, owner. Quest Communications, we have Patrick, he is the Solutions Center manager. And we have a special surprise at the end of the evening that will be presented by Lonnie Hansen, and it is I'm not going to tell you anything about it right now. You leave early? Well, you just don't want to leave early. It's a special treat. So we're going to go ahead and get started, and I'll go ahead and pass this. And I ask, we just have this one mic tonight, so if you have some questions, go ahead and hold on to them. And then when we're done with all the presentations, we'll open it up for any kind of questions and answers that you may want. Okay, first of all, Denver Seminary.
Thank you very much. Denver Seminary is in its 60th year of operation. We began at Cheeseman Park near downtown Denver, and we moved to Englewood just after that, and then 4 years ago moved to the current campus in Littleton, just off Santa Fe, south of Hudson Gardens. Denver Seminary is an interdenominational evangelical seminary. We have this year 939 students. We have only graduate students, masters, and doctoral students. Our students come from 50 different denominations, so you can see that we're widely represented across the spectrum. We recruit and admit students on a national scale as well as internationally. Denver Seminary exists in almost every regard to serve those around us, and so our students are involved in many activities outside the community, outside the seminary itself. For example, we'll have students involved in habitat projects this fall. We also have some students doing a rake leafing project just down the road in Santa Fe in the small housing development south of us. As a seminary, we have also public offerings. We have chapel services 2 times a week to which the public is invited. We also have lecture series that are often about points of interest. In fact, September 28th, we have 2 days of lectures on the healthcare debate, presenting what we feel is a Christian perspective on issues surrounding healthcare and the policy issues regarding healthcare. All of these events are made available or made public on our website, which is www.denverseminary.edu. Our average student is about 30 years of age. We have many students who come back second career, and so if some of you have perhaps reached that point in your life where you'd be considering graduate education, we'd invite you to check us out on the web as well. We have 25 full-time faculty, all with academic credentials appropriate for our degrees, most with earned PhDs in their academic specialties. Some of our scholars are world-renowned in areas like biblical archaeology, Old Testament, Semitic studies, New Testament studies. So we're very pleased to be a part of this community and very thankful to be a part of your district, and I look forward to seeing many of you on campus. Please stop by anytime. We'd love to give you a tour of our almost new campus, just 4 years old. Thank you.
Cecily with South Platte Park.
I brought my props up here to orient folks. Oh, I might need a hand. This is South Platte Park. Oh, thank you. Did I turn that on accident?
Think it'll show?
You think it'll show? How's that? Thank you. Again, I'm Cecily, South Platte Park. I'm the resource specialist, also known as the land manager out there. We also have a supervisor of interpretation and the park rangers for all of South Suburban housed at the Carson Nature Center, which is right here by Aspen Grove Mall. To further orient you, we've got the Santa Fe Drive here, C470, and Mineral Avenue. So we are a very big part of Littleton. We are about 885 acres of natural areas, open space, and within that area, aside from maintaining a piece of natural ecosystem along the Front Range here, we also do some recreation. We have trails throughout the park. We have 5 lakes and 2.5 miles of river that's available for fishing. And we also have, many of you know, the very busy Mary Carter Greenway, which people enjoy cycling all the way down from Denver, or if you're from down here, headed up to Denver. We also do educational programs at the park. That's a big part of what we do. We have experiences that allow school children to come out to bond with nature, and our naturalists and interpreters have designed programs that integrate with their school curriculums. We also do programs for the public, adults, youth, and families. Some of our features that are coming up are the moonlight hikes, and let's see, firesides, campfires at night, storytelling, stargazing. Also this year, we're starting hopefully what will be an annual tradition of a, of a haunted trails on October Friday, the 23rd and the 24th, Saturday, from 6:30 to 9:30, we're going to be doing a haunted trails through the woods up here. They'll take you, they'll take you on a hayride up here, tell you some stories to get you excited about walking back through the dark through the woods. So come look at the South Suburban website or call us at the Carson Nature Center and come and join us for that. I brought with me also some newsletters about the park, so stop by the booth and grab one of those. Other things that are happening in the park. We do a volunteering program. We do land stewardship, and we teach folks how to steward the land. And we lead by example by getting volunteers to come out here in the park. We have a lot of school groups, community organization groups, Eagle Scouts, Boy Scouts, you name it. They come out and they do stewardship with us. We also partner with a lot of business organizations who want to do some giving back to the community. And so we go out, we plant trees, we remove noxious weeds. That's part of our display out there. What is a weed? You can look in the case and see if you have any of those weeds in your homes. So that's some of what we do. And right now, South Platte Park just passed a new management plan that just, I don't know, is it even a month old now? It's about so. And part of the big discussion was maintaining Cooley as a wildlife area. But coupled with that, we're going to do some enhancements for fishing and river access down in the lakes down here. So keep an eye out for that. We're going to do some ADA access, handicap access to the river and to our Black Rock Lake down here. Also, what Debbie was mentioning, the Alta Apartments, that's going to probably be coming in here behind Aspen Grove Mall. So that's something to look for. We do partnerships with some of our HOAs, like the Woolhurst community back here. Volunteering work with them, partnering with them on education about noxious weeds as well. So that, in a nutshell, is South Platte Park. I hope you all get to come down and visit us, especially if you've never been there before.
And Mission Hills Church, Pastor Rick Derbyshire. One of the newer members of our community. Welcome.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Cindy, for hosting this. We are just thrilled to be able to be a part of this. Mission Hills is currently located in Greenwood Village. We've been a part of that community for 50 years. Our church, we've just sold our property this last year to a school called Aspen Academy. They're a fine school, and we rent our facilities back on the weekends, on some weeknights, and they've been just a real joy to be able to work with. But we are really looking forward to getting into the new facilities here in the city of Littleton. And I want to just say thank you to those of you who are part of the community, the government, and all the decision makers here within the city of Littleton. You have just been a wonderful group to be able to work with, and we appreciate you very, very much. Mission Hills is a church that is a multi-generational church. It is, we have on average about 1,200 people per Sunday. Most people don't go to church every Sunday, so over about a 5 to 6 week period, we'll have about 2,600 different people kind of go through over that period of time. Mission Hills is a church that is multi-generational. We have from the smallest little babies, and I just want to brag because I'm a new grandpa as of a year ago, about a week ago. So our granddaughter just celebrated her first birthday, so my little granddaughter is part of our children's program, and we have all the way up to the most senior adults and everything in between. Mission Hills has a very strong children's and youth program. We're going to be bringing with us a certified and high-quality preschool with a great reputation with us. And Mission Hills has also had a history of wanting to be actively involved in its community. We often will make our facilities available for different kinds of community events or different organizational events. And we just do that simply in the spirit of being a part of a community. And we're looking forward to continuing that when we move here to the city of Littleton. In fact, that's part of our church's DNA, is to be part of the community. And so from time to time, we'll be wanting to visit some of your businesses and just say howdy to you and how can we serve you in this community? Because we want to be an active part. We don't want to just be a church that's it's just all about us, because it's not. and we really want to serve this community. You'll find at our little booth in that room right in there just a lot of different information. If either you or you have friends or family members that are looking for a church, we're not trying to steal you away from your church or your place of worship, but if you're looking for a place, we'd love to have you come by. And if you come by, you want to make sure that you stop by the Guest Services Center. And you'll either meet me or my wife. My wife is actually sitting in the doorway right back there, so kind of wave. She's blonde, she's cute, she's bubbly, she's fun to be with. And
Gonna kill you too.
I know, yeah. I've been doing this for 31 years. Yeah, I'm going to pay later. But we'll be the ones that will be greeting you when you come, and you want to come because one of the things that we'll give you as a guest is we give you, besides a packet of information, you'll get a Starbucks card. It's not a big one, it's $5, but it's enough for you and somebody else to go out and have a cup of coffee, and it's our treat because we just want to tell you we're happy that you came to check us out. And if there's any way that we can serve you in this community, we want to do that. In fact, I would love to be able to sit down with you sometime before we actually arrive on site in the new property, which will be completed in August. And I think many of you have seen the dirt moving around at our new location off of County Line Road, a block west of Broadway. And because we want to know how can we help this community. And also, it's great to have Denver Seminary here because I'm a product of Denver Seminary. And so it's just fun to see you here. I hope I never embarrass you. But it's good to be a part of this community. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Patrick Rupus, Mercedes-Benz of Littleton.
To the question earlier, the car up front is not for drawing. I'm sorry. It'll take just a second. We'll get set up here. Difficult to talk about Mercedes-Benz without something visual. How's that? All right. I have a tendency to gesture, so. You've probably stayed in tune with some of the changes in the automotive industry, most of them not positive and in a lot of rights. Mercedes-Benz has done an excellent job on new products, products that are built for North America, hybrids, a number of things that we're all looking for here. Diesels, clean fueled diesels. So what that's done for us, it's given us an opportunity to grow in a down market. The other thing we've decided to do, a lot of our competitors have taken a step back from customer service. We've jumped forward. We're investing in customer service. And as a result, we have done things such as a clever acronym, V-Class. What that means is this is a class of service that we're dedicating to our customers, people that do business with us. I used an example here of the Gold class. In our Gold class, we have a number of different benefits, if you will, for doing business with us. And I'll skip ahead to what some of these are. These aren't trivial. Complimentary airport chauffeur service. Bring your car to us when you're having any work done or you just need a ride to the airport. We give you a ride to the airport. We pick you up and we bring you back. That is not an inexpensive task in any way. Can you go back a second, AJ? We also have Manicure Mondays. Now, I know the guys are thinking that's something that's not too important. Half of our customers come in for manicures and half of them are male. So I can tell you it is very well received. The other things would be, we have another platinum level. We have teamed up with Opus, and chef owner Michael there is, as an example, going to customers' homes, preparing a meal for up to 6. And if you've ever eaten at Opus, that's an event. It's a lot of fun. So this is an enhanced version of what our new facility is going to look like. We are building, we are expanding. I'm hoping the planning committee will grace us shortly so we can start doing the things we need to do to move forward. So I'll thank you in advance for that if that is in process. Go to the next file. This will be the physical entrance to our facility. If anyone's had the pleasure of joining us lately, they see that this is quite an enhancement from where we have been in years past. When we walk in, it's pretty nice. What do you expect when you come into a Mercedes-Benz dealership? That would be the level that I would expect. A little bit about the showroom. We're going to have granite floors, expanded ceilings, 20-foot high. I mean, this is going to be a nice place. And what we'd like to do is invite everybody here to join us in the interim, because it's not going to be pleasant for the next year. We'll probably be in trailers for some interim period while we're doing the expansion, but we'd like to have you come by and watch our progress. We're going to have a boutique. Of course, we have to have a parts boutique. While you're waiting to sign for your Mercedes-Benz, we hope you'll be enticed into something else that might be more attractive and interesting for you. And we also, I took a second here to show you some of the embellishments that will be going in, some of the architectural embellishments. It is very techno-European. What a surprise, Mercedes-Benz. But nevertheless, you can see the furniture, the styles, the designs. It's going to be very comfortable. It will not be as Teutonic as it could be. It's going to be a very comfortable place for you to come in and do business with us. This is my fantasy garage. I thought I'd put that up there if anybody else is a shade tree mechanic. But you can see with the tile, the neatness, the organization, when we do work on your automobile, it will be in the finest of conditions, as you would expect, again, from an owner of a Mercedes-Benz. And the same treatments here. I want to leave you with a couple of things, the notes, if you will, for you to remember as you're leaving this evening. We have valet service. If you can't bring your car in, we'll come and pick it up for you, and we'll take care of it. We'll leave you a new Mercedes-Benz loaner, and we'll take the car in for service. We have over 40 cars in loaner service currently, so you will be driving what you're familiar with, a new Mercedes-Benz. Tenured service team. This means you're not pulling up to someone that doesn't have a clue what your issues and your needs and your wants are. They've been there for many years. I think I spoke with someone this evening that is already enjoying our service, and he was most cordial, so I'm assuming that everything went well. Wi-Fi connections are available, monthly service specials. We have a very nice waiting room, which is getting ready to be quadrupled in size and comfort. In the sales area, we put in a new widescreen TV, coincidentally, for football season. We thought that might be a good idea. And right next to that is a Starbucks area, so we may see some of you in whether you're buying cars or not. You can just come in and watch the game and have a cup of coffee and hot chocolate. So we have that option as well. So again, we're making the commitments in a downtime, but we think as part of the community, we've been here for over 10 years. With the expansion, it means more jobs, more opportunities, and we believe more career opportunities for people in our particular area. Thank you very much. Hope we see you there soon, please.
And from Aspen Grove, Margie Munoz, General Manager, and Kim Calder, Marketing Manager.
Thank you, Debbie. Hello, everyone. Thanks for coming out with us tonight. I'm sure most of you are familiar with Aspen Grove already. It was opened in 2001. It's a wholly owned developer's diversified realty property. Can everyone hear me okay? Good? Okay. And we have a lot of opportunities available at Aspen Grove. I will talk about those for just a minute and then give the microphone to Kim, who will talk about the fun things with our community events. So Aspen Grove has some available space right now, and it's not a lot, so no one needs to panic. But we would like to talk to anyone who's interested in a leasing opportunity, whether it's temporary or permanent. We also have kiosks available for use for smaller businesses that are just looking to start off and need to have an environment of business where people are coming and shopping, and and you have that exposure. We also have a lot of events during the year, most of which are in the summer, and that is because we are an outdoor center, and in the winter, it's much tougher to pull off events. So we have sponsorships available for businesses to partner with us in some of our events, and would be interested in talking with anyone, about that. And there are other advertising opportunities that we have as well. So Aspen Grove is a great place that's centrally located in Littleton, and Littleton is home to many, many great businesses, and we are very, very happy and fortunate to be part of the city, and love having the relationships that we do with our city people. So, and we also wanted to let you know that big news, we have a shoe store opening next week, and it's Bodine Shoes, and sorry guys, but it's probably mostly women's shoes. But they're very excited to be coming to Littleton, and we're very excited to have them. If any of you don't know, Café de France, our restaurant on the north end of the center, just opened their expansion and have a nice extra dining area available that's also very, very great to eat in. They have great food. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Kim for just a few minutes to talk about the fun things, the events. We strive not only to serve the community with our retailers, but also to be an integral part of the community, and people can really look to us for having fun, free, I'll emphasize free events. And so Kim will talk to you a little bit about that.
Okay, so most of you are familiar with the Parish Street Market. It's a vintage antique collectible market that takes place the first Saturday of the month, May through October. So this next October 3rd, it's Saturday, is the last Parish Street Market of the season, so we hope to see everybody out for that. We have the Denver Farmers Markets that take place in our parking lot every Wednesday through the end of October as well. And then we have the second annual My Friendly Dog art contest taking place right now. What that is most of our stores are dog friendly, so we have a decal that we put on the front of our dog friendly stores, and kids can compete to have their artwork placed for that decal for a year. They also win a gift card from Aspen Grove, so that's a fun event. And then the next event, October 31st, is Trick or Treat Street, where we partner with the Littleton Police Department as well as the Littleton Police Citizen Academy Alumni Association. So this is a really fun event. We get lots of people out, and kids and families are able to trick-or-treat our retailers. Last year we had probably 5,000 people show up for this event. This year we're going to make it even bigger by bringing in haystack rides and a DJ, and we are also going to implement a children's costume parade. With animals too, of course, with dogs. So we hope to see you guys there. Visit us online at shopaspengrove.com because you'll get more details about all of our events, store promotions, stuff like that. So also to buy some of our gift cards.
And just to add a little bit about the Trick or Treat Street, we do have a Halloween store, Cow Halloween. I know that's a really weird name, and even the owner doesn't know how it came to be Cow, but it is. And it's a great Halloween store, and it's in the old Camille Levy store that's right next to Pier 1 Imports on the south end. So, and they also have pet costumes. So please, do your Halloween shopping at Cow Halloween, and thank you for supporting them. And also the dog-friendly art contest that Kim was talking about, the entries are due by kids, so if there are any connections to schools out there, please let them know. We'd love to get lots of entries. Are due in our offices, which are at the back of the building behind Williams-Sonoma, by September 30th, so that deadline's coming up fairly quickly. So if you can let anyone you know that has kids about that, that would be terrific. So we're going to really quick wrap up and do like a little contest for all of you. And the first one that, can raise their hand and say the right answer gets a prize. Kim came up with a few questions about Aspen Grove, like a little trivial pursuit, just to kind of make some fun here. And we'll go ahead and let her start and ask you the questions, and I'll watch out for the right answers.
Okay. How old is Aspen Grove turning this November?
And I already gave the answer to that earlier.
You said it over here. Who said that? I heard it over here first. Okay.
What did you say?
8.
All right, very good. That's the right answer.
So it's a reusable shopping bag with a dog frisbee, dog bones, store coupons. There's a bunch of stuff. How many restaurants does Aspen Grove have?
6. 8. 3. 4.
I haven't heard it yet.
9.
10. 12.
7. Kelly. Kelly, can you name those?
Panera, Qdoba, Champs, Starbucks, Pour La France, and Buca de Beppo.
One more. Yeah. So, who do you want to give this bag to?
Take it back.
She can give this one back. Okay, that's for Kelly. Okay, let's see. Name 4 special events that Aspen Grove has. Mm-hmm.
But let's hear from someone.
Yeah, let's hear from someone else. Okay, so films is a given. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's 3. One more. Yeah.
Good job.
There you go. What is Aspen Grove's website URL?
ShopAspenGrove.com.
Yes. Does Aspen Grove have a center-wide gift card? Yes. Oh, geez. I don't know who got that. I heard it over here. True or false? Aspen Grove allows dogs into our stores. Okay. Yeah, he got it. Okay. All right, thank you.
And I would just mention that while there's an Eddie Bauer and Park Meadows and a Talbot's in Cherry Creek, shopping Aspen Grove helps the entire city of Littleton. So instead of trekking north, south, east, or west, Aspen Grove really is the best. But I will, and Eddie Bauer, when do they, is it?
Eddie Bauer will open in mid-November location near Apple, but they are still open in their current location next to Ted's.
And they're expanding, and it's a complete new remodel and redecor. New prototype, yeah, so don't forget that. Just in time for Christmas shopping. Dr. Richard Hansen with Arapahoe Gastroenterology.
What?
Thank you, Debbie. Well, I really appreciate the opportunity to be here tonight, and I was thinking about giving away free colonoscopies, but I didn't think I'd get a lot of takers. We are privileged this year to be celebrating our 20th anniversary, and we were one of the original businesses, if you will, to open up a facility on the ridge at South Park, on South Park Drive. We've been moved into that building, which we currently occupy in December of 2000. And in that office, we have our clinic and our Arapahoe Endoscopy Center. And we've been privileged to serve the South Metro Denver community out of that facility. We have two other satellite offices, one at Porter Hospital on South Downing in South Denver, and the other at Skyridge Medical Center out in Lone Tree. Our practice consists of 8 physicians. We're all board-certified gastroenterologists. We also have currently 4 physician assistants, and we will be adding a second one a fifth one next month. We serve or we present the really entire menu of gastroenterology services, if you will, including right from the esophagus all the way down to the other end, and all of the attachments there too. We're also privileged to have among our group a board-certified liver transplant hepatologist who is also the associate director of the liver transplant program at Porter Adventist Hospital and has been nationally known for his efforts in liver transplant. We serve Porter Adventist Hospital, Swedish Medical Center, Littleton Adventist Hospital, and Skyridge. I brought on the table outside, thinking about tonight and the opportunity to talk to members of the Littleton community and just briefly about what seems to be important in our patients' minds and in the minds of the community. And I'm not going to talk about healthcare reform. I'm going to talk a little bit about colon cancer. Colon cancer is the second leading cause of cancer death in both sexes. It kills more women every year than breast cancer does. It's not quite as common as breast cancer. However, it is very lethal in its advanced stages. But colon cancer is imminently preventable. Most colon cancer arises from colon polyps, which begin as small growths in the colon. And unfortunately, they really don't present with much in the way of symptoms. So you need to be concerned about changes in bowel habits that you can't explain that become chronic, or an unusual abdominal pain that you've never had before that doesn't go away. You need to be screened for colorectal cancer. If you're over 50 and you haven't had a colonoscopy, it's time. You will reduce your risk of developing colon cancer by 80% if you have a single colonoscopy. Now, if you're found to have a polyp, then we know that you're going to be at risk to grow more polyps. So, as time goes along, we're going to put you in our surveillance program, and you'll have repeat colonoscopies every 3 to 5 years, depending upon what the nature of your particular polyp is. Family history also is a major risk factor for colorectal cancer. If you have a first-degree relative, mother, father, sibling, who has colon cancer, your risk is substantially higher than the general population, and you should definitely be screened. If any of you have had colon polyps and you haven't communicated that to your family, particularly your immediate family, you need to do that. They need to get screened. And we recommend that screening start 10 years prior to the age that the person in your family was found to have either a polyp or colon cancer. So I'll hang around for a little while after our meeting's over, and I appreciate the opportunity, Debbie, for being able to present a little bit about Arapahoe GI to your group tonight.
And from Hampton Inn, Toby Stephenson, am I saying that wrong? Stevenson, and Monica Chambers.
Good evening. We're the new kids on the block. We're not open yet. We should open in about a month. Hampton Inn and Suites is a member of the Hilton family of brands. They were purchased by Hilton in, I want to say 99. It was right around Y2K. I just started with Hampton and was told, oh, Hilton owns you now. We are a franchise. Only one Hampton is owned by Hilton. The rest are franchised, and there are over 3,000 properties nationwide and in Europe. We are expanding heavily in the European countries. We are going to be the first property in the Colorado state that will have all of the new features that Hampton is now providing. Our lobby is incredible, especially for Hampton. If you've ever been in them, they're tiny. This is going to be very large. It's a 2-story lobby, and we have a lot of features that Monica will discuss as well. We are located next door to No-No's, if you haven't seen us. That's what we always say, because everyone knows where No-No's is. We are very excited to be coming into the Littleton area. I've lived in this area for 10, 11 years, and haven't really had anywhere for my family to stay, and I don't really want them staying with me. So a hotel close by is good. And my dad has been coming here for 25 years for John's Manville, and there was nowhere for him to stay. C470 wasn't here either. So he was like, oh, finally I retire, and now there's a hotel. Monica will tell more about the hotel.
Thank you. Glad to be here and excited to be part of Littleton as well. Just a little bit about our property. So everybody knows about the beds at hotels. Well, ours is called a Cloud 9 bed experience. So you can all come try that out. We'll have a free hot breakfast. And Monday through Friday, there's an on-the-run bag. So when you go to the front desk, if you don't have time for a hot breakfast, you can stop by the front desk and grab one of these little bags on your way out. And it has water, an apple, a muffin, and a breakfast bar. So you can still have something if you don't have time to sit down and have a real breakfast. Or go to No-No's. Then also we will have free high-speed internet throughout the hotel. So we'll have a business center as well if you forgot your laptop or something, or you need to do something on a computer. We will have the business center, but we will have free Wi-Fi throughout the hotel. Let's see, pool and exercise room. Now, that's one of our favorite things right now. It is so gorgeous, and you hate to brag on yourself, but it's just, when y'all can come and see it, it's amazing. The detail that they put into this hotel and the money that the owners have spent to make this a top class property. So landmark. Actually, we're a Lighthouse brand, but the pool is just beautiful. You have to come see it. Hot tub, fitness center that is very large, so lots of opportunities to exercise if people are on vacation, don't want to stop dieting or exercising. Also, we'll have a sweet shop, which is a little store that people, if they forget things, they can come down. We'll have the regular, toothbrush, toothpaste, razor, that kind of stuff. But if you want, a bigger size, or even a frozen meal, or candy, different things that you might want, we'll have that available as well. And the thing too is what Toby was talking about with being part of the Hilton family is the double dipping that Hilton allows you to do. So if you're a Hilton Honors member, you get points and miles. You don't have to choose one or the other. So we'll be open mid to the end of October-ish, is what I like to say. And we'd love to have you come out and take a tour, try some breakfast, and if you have any friends or family, tell them to come see us. And like I said, just happy to be here in Littleton and part of the community, and we're involved in other things as well. So anything else? I think that's it.
Thank you. And Megan Carabello from Goodwill Industries.
Thank you. Thank you, Councilwoman Brinkman. Thanks for inviting us to be here. Goodwill has actually been at our location in Littleton at County Line and Broadway for about a year now, just about a year. But we've actually been in the metro area with our community programs and stores for 90 years, over 90 years now. So we're one of those institutions, and you may think you know everything about Goodwill, but I'm kind of here to maybe open your eyes a little bit wider. Obviously, you might be familiar with our thrift stores across the metro area. the one on Broadway and County Line, has received a lot of really wonderful support from community members when bringing your donations down to Goodwill. We have a drive-through donation area. It's very convenient, and we really do appreciate the support, because what you're doing when you donate and shop to Goodwill is you're supporting our mission, and our programs in the community are pretty widespread. We actually have our largest program is our youth services division. We have programs in 26 metro area high schools serving at-risk youth with career development, curriculum, and support. We provide a lot of career exploration, career development programs in the schools. We have teachers in all of those 26 schools that are employed by Goodwill. So, surprise if you didn't know that. And also within the classroom setting, we are always seeking volunteers, professionals in the community who can come into the classroom, share your experience with your own career and how you got there and what education it took to make you a successful person, and share some of your insight that's extremely valuable to our students in the classroom. These are individuals who just need to focus on the future in order to graduate from high school and be successful people that we know they have inside them. They just need a little bit of a helping hand with that. So that's our youth services program. We also have programs in Adams and Arapahoe County that help adults get off of welfare and into work. So we've got career development services, and then also our community programs. We provide employment opportunities for individuals with disabilities to be employed, to earn a paycheck, and experience all the empowerment and pride that comes with earning a paycheck, regardless of any barriers they might have to normal or community employment. So all of our programs really seek to reverse the cycle of poverty in our community. And we hope that you continue to support us by donating to Goodwill. If you're interested in volunteering in the classroom or at a store or with any of our adults, there will be some mentorship opportunities for youth and adults. We really do need the support of everyone to make our programs a success and to as many people as we do. We serve 30,000 individuals every year, and that's just in the metro area and northern Colorado. So thank you so much for your donations. Thank you for your time. And if you're interested in more information about volunteering, I have some information out on the table and my cards too. So feel free to call me and let me know how you'd like to get involved, because we love your support. Thanks.
And that donations drop-off is open till 9 p.m. Dr. Terry Swanson, President of the Littleton Equine Medical Center.
Thank you, Debbie. I appreciate having this opportunity to come talk to our neighbors in the Littleton area, because I think we might be kind of strangers to a lot of you in a lot of ways, because when I visit with somebody about where I work, and it's that white building on Santa Fe, they say, oh, I always wondered what that building was about. Well, it's an equine hospital, which means it's a horse hospital, and we're staffed with 16 veterinarians, and we concentrate only on horses. We have an ambulatory service, which has about a 35 mile radius for our trucks. Those trucks you see pulling on off Santa Fe with the funny boxes on the back, those are mobile veterinary units, which have all the things we need in to provide service at the stable or at the owner's home or barn. And our clientele varies from the 13-year-old girl that talked her dad into buying a horse and putting it behind the house to major professional stables, which have horses that travel all over the country for horse shows or competitions. And the hospital services then are a little bit different than the ambulatory services. That is more specialized services. Our clientele at the clinic come from further away. We're a regional center for equine services. We have regular clients from as far away as South Dakota, Montana, Wyoming, and then south to New Mexico too. So I'm proud of our staff. I'm glad to be here representing our staff because we have 2 board-certified surgeons that did special training after they became veterinarians to do surgery on horses. And so they do a good job. We have one of our doctors that is boarded in what's called equine practice, which means he is a specialist to do about anything in equine practice, and he does. He's a very talented person. Some of us older guys have had to kind of narrow our scope down in what we do. We do a lot of sports medicine. If you were thinking about in the human business, we take care of the athletes, the horses that do competitions. And so that work centers around mostly lameness and orthopedic issues. We do about 2,500 lameness exams every year at our place. And then horses also get sick, and I'm envious of Dr. Hansen because we can start at the front and finish at the back, but we got about 60 feet in between that we have to work with. And so that's a little more difficult. So horses that have major digestive tract problems have to be put on the table on their back, and then their abdomen is opened from their chest to their pubis, and then all of their intestines are laid out, and the problems are taken care of, and then they're all put back in there. And we do approximately 125 of those surgeries a year, which is a lot. So that's a special service. That's the reason some of our clients come from quite a ways away, as well as our horses that are competing in events, rodeos, hunter jumper shows, dressage, trail riding, competitive trail riding, about any kind of Colorado is really a mecca for the horse industry. Littleton used to be, and we're about the only horse outfit left in Littleton, actually. I hate to say it that way. But the equine industry is very active on a worldwide basis. There are more horses now in the United States than there ever was when horses were used for work. So that's an asset. We, in terms of our staff, I said I was proud of them. We have been very active in the Colorado Veterinary Medical Association. 3 of our veterinarians are past presidents of the American Association of Equine Practitioners, which is an international group for equine veterinarians or horse doctors. It's the largest horse group in the world, actually. And our meeting's held every December, and approximately 6,000 veterinarians attend that meeting. It's going to be in Las Vegas this first week in December. Other educational things, we have an opportunity for veterinary students to come to our hospital and spend 2-week intern or externship programs. They're 2 to 4 weeks at a time they come, and it's a fun interchange with us because we have 4 to 6 there every week, and they travel with our doctors, observe our techniques, and they bring ideas from their veterinary schools. So it's a way to exchange our cultures and our ideas amongst the veterinarians because we get them from all over. We've been having a run on students from the University of Pennsylvania the last few months, and before that it was the University of California at Davis. So it's an exciting time. And then from those students that graduate each year, we choose 5 interns to come, and they spend a year then at our practice getting exposure to the details of equine practice. The curriculum in veterinary schools are so jam-packed with the science that they have to learn now that there's not really time for the hands-on work that they need to have to get that experience. So an internship provides them the opportunity to be mentoring one of us, and then us helping them juggle the delicacy of working with a client and a sick horse all at the same time. And that is one of the unique things about equine practice is that we are there with the client. We don't get to put them in a room then take care of them later. You're there and you have to deal with a situation. So those are some of the interesting things that happen in equine practice. We also have seminars for our referring veterinarians that send us patients or cases. Every year we have one of those. We have it down at Coors Field. We have a seminar for our clients once a year in February, and then we have a third seminar focusing only on reproduction and the foaling aspects of mares having their babies. That's always popular. We seemed like we would eventually run out of new clients that had, regarding foaling, but we have about 50 or 60 every year. And then, I'm probably running out of time, Debbie. I wanted to just say a little bit about our roots. Our practice has been in Littleton since 1950. So we're celebrating our 60th anniversary next year. Dr. Harry Johnson started our practice he moved down. He was a clinician at Colorado State University, which was then Colorado A&M. He was a clinician there, and he came down here and started practice with Bill Howarth, which probably I'm sure some of you people know Bill. He was an icon here in the Littleton community for many years, and the farm out on Bowles is named after Dr. Howarth. And Dr. Johnson, after 2 years, then started his own practice, which was Littleton Veterinary Clinic. We were at 6221 South Santa Fe, kind of across from Rapo Community College there, where the Honda shop used to be. The little building down behind was, we were a very, very small building, and we were able to purchase the Canary property, which is from Ray Dambaugh's estate, which is the property that you recognize now at 8025 South Santa Fe. We bought it in '72. It took us 3 years to find somebody that would fund building a veterinary horse hospital, which nobody wanted to take that risk, and then we opened in November of 1976. And so we've been at that site ever since. And we rattled around in that facility for a long time, and now we're full. We have it full of people and equipment. And so that's kind of the history of Littleton Equine Medical Center, which we changed our name in 2 years ago from Littleton Large Animal Clinic because our clients became just horses. The farm animals were suburbanized away. And so all that's left is the horses because they're a great recreation for people, even in an urban setting. So thank you, Debbie. That kind of wraps it up. I'll just keep rattling on if I go longer. Thank you.
Brian Brewster from No-Nos.
I was hoping I could sit at the council chair and feel
Go ahead.
Well, actually, in an effort to keep my prices low at the restaurant and to afford my horse bills over at the Littleton Large Animal Clinic, as I know it as I'm writing my check, I actually send my wife over to the Goodwill to buy all of her fancy clothes. And, of course, she gets great prices over there. So anyway, and it's a little story. At church a couple of years ago, the guy behind her said, "Ma'am, your tag's on your dress." And guess what the tag said? Goodwill. Don't you tell her that I told you that. Besides driving my rotting lawnmower in my pond, that was probably the funniest thing she ever did. So, but anyway, we've been around since 1996. For the last 3.5 years, we've been in our new location, which, as you know, is right next to the Hampton Inn, which we're anxiously awaiting to open. I have accidentally wandered over there a couple of dozen times, pretended like I owned the place, and let me tell you, it is nice. Think of the Lowe's or all those fancy hotels in town. You know, the marble, it's really fancy. But anyway, about my restaurant, well, you know, come on, we're all in this together, right? So we do have a passion for great food and reasonable prices, and we're excited to be a part of the Littleton area. We are from New Orleans, and go Saints. Anyway, and we are very proud of serving good quality New Orleans style cuisine. We have 7 different menus. What we do is change our menus every 3 weeks. Those are our specials. That menu rotates. And then we have our signature menu. Our signature menu are items that we always have. So our menu is actually separated two ways. Home style, which is a mix of things. A little Italian, great steaks. Salmon, shepherd's pie, Italian, a little this, a little of that. And then the other half of our menu is New Orleans style. Just good cooking. That's what we're all about. We're actually open for breakfast during the week now, Tuesday through Friday from 7 to 11. And then Saturday and Sunday, we call it brunch. To be politically correct, we open at 10. So great food at reasonable prices. Some of you asked us where the name No-Nos came from. Well, No-Nos is actually named after my father-in-law, Louis Pichon. He is a retired New Orleans firefighter, and typically, as you know, firefighters are good cooks, right? And so we named the restaurant after him. And so a little bit of history there. We do have some great pictures on our table, some pictures that were just taken that will be added to our new and updated website. You can always go to nonoscafe.com and get a good feel for us, and grab a business card. And last but not least, a little praline. You know what pralines are? We call them Southern Milky Ways, a little round sugar. And pecans, so the pecans. Anyway, so go make sure you grab your pralines out there. There's like maybe a couple of dozen, so no running, please. If you have any questions, oh, by the way, my wife owns the restaurant as well, and she is actually the boss. And so as her employer, I'm here doing this tonight. So anyway. All right, so did you save me for last or what? I'm not the last one? Oh, I thought you said the best for last. No? All right, well, anyway, here you go. Nice talking to you. And by the way, bed and breakfast. Think about that. Bed, Hampton Inn, breakfast, lunch, and dinner at No-Nos Cafe. So, I mean, why go up to Vail? You know, why travel on an airplane? Stay at the Hampton and eat at No-Nos. Doesn't get any better than that.
Pat Patrick from Quest Communications. Good luck following that one.
Just say, you make me follow the comedian. Well, I usually think that I can get a couple of one-liners in there, but I got beat that time. I am Pat Patrick. No, my mother didn't do that to me. If I hear Stephen, I know it's a phone solicitor. So I avoid that. I do work for Quest Communications. You've seen our subtle signage downtown on the tall building. I work for what's known as a Quest Solutions Center. I happen to manage the one in the Southwest Plaza location. They are retail centers where you can actually talk to a real person. And that's our specialty, is if you have a problem, we'll fix it. And that's my promise to you. Come see me. That's why we're a solutions center. We also have the full range of Quest products available. I think that most of you know that Quest is no longer just a communications company, that we have high-speed internet via digital subscriber lines. Littleton, I'm really excited because many areas of Littleton we can actually get speeds as high as 40 megabits per second download speeds, 20 up. That's about 25 times faster than a T1 line. And you can get that at a very reasonable price for your home. Obviously, we still have landline service with packages including all of the things you're used to, your caller ID, your voice messaging. All of those are still available. But our biggest emphasis is now on packaging communications. That high-speed internet, which ties right into our partnership with DirecTV for your home entertainment, being able to stream video and look at movies just as you see them on the web rather than having to wait for Netflix to deliver them in the mail or run down to Blockbuster to pick them up. We have a partnership with Verizon Wireless. I can actually, I forgot this evening that there was a show I wanted to watch. I picked up my Verizon phone, programmed my DVR on DirecTV, and it'll be waiting for me when I get home. So our package right now is a major communications package, your entertainment, your business, basically family, fun, and finance. So anything that we can help you with, please do come see us. Those of you with small businesses, I've been with Quest about 8 years. A lot of that time was in taking care of small business and designing small business packages. Don't feel like you have to call in. You can certainly come into Southwest Plaza and visit with me, and I'll be happy to assist you on those things. So once again, we're really glad to be in Littleton. I'm really excited about the fact that we have the package of services that we have available for you, particularly the high-speed internet and the way that it interacts with everything else. So again, thank you for your time this evening, and thanks for inviting us.
Okay, and Lonnie, do you have to set up a little? Okay. This is Lonnie Hansen. He's the Museum of Outdoor Arts Creative Director, and he is going to be working with Hudson Gardens to, well, I'll let him tell you.
Thank you. I'm going to try to move fast this evening. I know it's been an evening, but I'm more excited about this project even now after seeing such a wonderful cross-section of people in Littleton. I'm the creative director of the Museum of Outdoor Arts, which is located in the Inglewood Civic Center. For those, I see a lot of faces that I saw a couple of weeks ago or last week. I've been giving so many pitches, I don't know. And I apologize if to see the pitch again. But I'm going to start just by, if we can roll the video, and that will get a lot of it in, and then I'll just do a couple of quick minutes on PowerPoint.
Hi, I'm Cynthia Madden-Leitner, founding director of the Museum of Outdoor Arts. In 1982, when the museum began, it was about integrating the arts into everyday life. At the museum, we believe that life is art. Everyone has a right to its access, and so a lot of the times what we develop are environmentally accessible pieces that you may never even know belong to the Museum of Outdoor Arts. They're really there for the viewer.
Hello, I'm Rich Meredith, CEO of the Hudson Gardens and Event Center. Hudson Gardens is a 30-acre botanic facility in Littleton, Colorado. Though the foundation itself is about beauty, about enrichment, and it's evolved into more than just beauty, it's about education and entertainment and family.
Hi, I'm Lonnie Hanson, Creative Director of the Museum of Outdoor Arts.
Deck the halls with boughs of
Lonnie's Holiday Windows
are a magical tour of bright lights, bold colors,
and imaginary machines. Last year, in 2008, the museum created Emery Gwaldig's Wondrous Keep. I was very honored from 2001 to 2006 to create the famed Neiman Marcus Christmas tree in downtown Dallas. And of course, the HGTV specials were a lot of fun to do. A highlight of my holiday career was co-designing the largest Christmas display in Hong Kong history. And it was great to be part of the revitalization of downtown Denver holidays in the late 90s. So here's some sketches for Hudson Holiday 2009.
It's the most wonderful time of the year, with the kids jingle belling and everyone telling you be of good cheer. It's the most wonderful time.
A beautiful sight, we're happy tonight, walking in a winter wonderland.
There we go. That's a quick pitch of a program, a first annual program that will be happening at Hudson Gardens this fall, opening on November 21st. We'll be running for 26 nights, selected nights throughout the season. We're using about 15 acres of the site. And let me see if I can get this to... We'll switch over here. Maybe. Maybe not. By the way, Goodwill is one of my favorite stores. As you can see, you can afford to buy 2 suits. You think I'm kidding? Okay. We're not going to get the PowerPoint, I don't think. No? Okay, I'm just going to talk. Like I said, we're going to use 15 acres of the Hudson Gardens with a combination of traditional and non-traditional lighting. We're using LEDs, lasers, videos, special effects projectors, theatrical lighting, all of that sort of stuff, along with a full menagerie of fiberglass animals for the animal parade. We'll be lighting up the fountain. We will have various walking routes from 15 minutes to an hour and a half, horse carriage rides through the lower half. We're taking the Hudson House and doing an animated music show, which is being hosted by Hazel and Fred Kaplinski. He's a retired electrical engineer that's gone a little nuts on his house. And we will, so we're going to be converting that whole area to the similar shows that you might see around town during the holidays, the lighting show. But this one's going to be south. This one's going to be here. And like I said, this is the first annual. The museum has been working on this for 3 years. Everything you saw in the video is work we've already done in the last 3 years and that we've been testing during the winter to make sure it works, like the electric sheep, because each sheep has a video projector inside that's projecting onto the next sheep, and you don't want them to get too cold, and since they only handle horses now, it's like, gets a little iffy. But we're hoping that this event draws everybody out, and that we've got an affordable event. It's $8 adults, $7 seniors, $6 kids, 4 to 12, 3 and under free. And out on the table out there are some little cards. If you'll go to our website and put in your email address, or our Twitter, or our Facebook, or any of the other stuff that everybody's doing these days, sign up and there will be a free ticket offer that you can take advantage of when we open. A lot of people that I saw up tonight, there's still chances for sponsorships, so be sure to check with me on that. And I'm sorry that we couldn't get the PowerPoint to work, but we do hope that we'll see you at Hudson Gardens this holiday season. Thank you.
So, I think this is a very exciting opportunity. The zoo lights and the botanical garden lights, if you've ever gone to those, this promises to be up a notch from that. So I think this is going to be great, exciting. And Hudson Gardens is not in District 4. I know that. But I wanted to share this with everyone because I think it's a great opportunity to get the word out. And as you may be starting to work on some holiday plans and thinking about going there or bringing your family here, bring your family here. We're going to have a great hotel open. They can stay there. And some really fun things to do in Littleton that I think are going to be make the holidays even more special. So that being said, I will offer anybody who has any questions or comments. Everyone who spoke this evening is still here, and so if you have any questions about their particular business or anything you'd like to know, if you have any questions that any of the city staff or council can answer, go ahead and raise your hand, and we'll just pass this microphone around so that you can be heard. So, anybody?
I don't need a microphone.
We're on TV.
Debbie, I'd just like to thank you for putting this together. It's absolutely wonderful. Thanks.
And I'd like to thank the businesses that came this evening, and I learned a great deal. And I think one of the things that I learned more than anything was the synergy that all of these businesses can create amongst each other, too. I saw an awful lot of opportunities for the businesses to even hook up and work together. And so I think there's a whole lot of wonderful things about Littleton we all know, and then there's a whole lot of interesting things that we find out when we start asking and probing and doing things like this. So I really am very happy that the businesses did come out and brought all their displays and everything, and let's give all of them a big round of applause. Thank you, Debbie. I just wanted to know if you're going to broadcast this on Channel 8. It's on. It is on. Good news. No more questions? Everybody wants to go look at the booths and tables. They're going to go scamper for the pralines. If there are no more questions, then I would say please enjoy some refreshments. And did you? Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.